Welcome back to the DFWplumber.com Dallas-Fort Worth Plumbing Podcast, where we help homeowners protect their plumbing systems, avoid costly repairs, and understand how their home actually works. I'm your host, Andrew, and today we're talking about something almost every kitchen has, but very few people use correctly: the garbage disposal. Whether you live in Dallas, Plano, Garland, Fort Worth, or anywhere around North Texas, your garbage disposal is one of the hardest working tools in your kitchen. But here's the truth: most disposal problems aren't mechanical. They're caused by how the disposal is used. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly what you should and should not put down your disposal, how to use it safely, and how to keep it running for years. Let's start with the basics: what a garbage disposal actually does. A disposal doesn't chew up food like a blender. It uses spinning impellers mounted on a plate to throw food against a stationary grind ring. The food is ground into tiny particles that wash down the drain. There are no sharp blades, but that doesn't mean it's safe to stick your hand in it. Never reach inside the disposal, even when it's off. Next, let's talk about how to properly run your disposal, step by step. Turn on cold water first. Always run cold water before you switch the disposal on. Cold water helps solidify any grease or fats so the disposal can grind them instead of letting them melt and coat your pipes. Hot water is great for washing dishes, but it's terrible for disposal operation. Turn on the disposal and let it reach full speed. Give the motor a second to spin up before feeding food into it. Feed food slowly, never all at once. Push small amounts at a time. Overloading a disposal is the #1 cause of jams. Keep the water running for 10 to 15 seconds after grinding stops. This flushes the ground up particles through the P-trap and into the main drain line. A lot of people flip the disposal off the moment they stop hearing grinding, but that leaves a pile of food sitting in the drain, which leads to smells, clogs, or backups. Now let's cover what you should not put in a garbage disposal, because this is where most plumbing service calls begin. Here's the never list, according to what a DFW plumber sees most often: grease, fats, and oils. They cool, solidify, and coat your pipes like candle wax. Fibrous vegetables, celery, corn husks, artichokes, asparagus, they wrap around the impellers. Stringy foods, onion skins, are disposal killers. Rice and pasta, they swell with water and form sticky paste. Potato peels, they turn into sludge that clogs the pipe. Eggshells, the membrane gums up the grind chamber. Coffee grounds, they pack into a dense brick in the drain. Bones, except very soft ones from fish. Fruit pits, like avocado, peach, or cherry pits. Large scraps, cut big items into small pieces or throw them away. Non-food items, glass, foil, twist ties, anything plastic. You'll hear mixed information online about some of these, but as plumbers in DFW, these are the items that cause the most drain backups. So what can you put in your disposal? Small food scraps, soft fruit or vegetable leftovers, citrus peels, great for cleaning, small amounts of soft leftovers, cooked foods that aren't starchy or sticky. Think of your disposal as a helper, not a trash can. Small amounts only, never large batches. Now let's talk about maintenance, because a disposal that smells bad or drains slowly is often not broken. It just needs a little care. Here are easy ways to keep your disposal clean. Run cold water for 10 to 15 seconds after every use. This is the #1 maintenance habit. Clean the rubber splash guard. The underside of that rubber gasket traps grease and food particles. Pull it up and scrub it occasionally. This is often the source of the mystery odor. Grind citrus peels or ice cubes once a week. Ice helps knock buildup off the grind ring. Citrus helps break up smells. Use baking soda and vinegar as needed. Pour in a half cup of baking soda followed by vinegar. Let it fizz for a minute, then rinse with cold water. This helps clean without harming plumbing. What about jams? If your disposal jams, hit the reset button located on the bottom of the unit. If that doesn't work, insert the small hex key, usually stored on the disposal or under the sink, into the bottom slot and rotate it to free the impeller plate. If you don't feel confident doing that, or if the disposal buzzes but won't spin, call a plumber. Never reach inside the disposal. Let's wrap up with a quick recap. Always use cold water before, during, and after disposal operation. Never overload or dump large quantities of food at once. Avoid starchy, sticky, fibrous, or greasy foods. Clean the splash guard regularly. Most smells come from there. Use ice and citrus to freshen the grind chamber. Know where the reset button and hex slot are located. A little good practice goes a long way. A garbage disposal should last years when used correctly. And with the tips you learned today, you'll avoid most common failures completely. If you ever have a clog, jam, or disposal that hums but won't grind, visit dfwplumber.com and connect with a trusted plumber near you. Thanks for listening to the dfwplumber.com Dallas-Fort Worth Plumbing Podcast. I'm Andrew, and I'll see you in the next episode.